Aries. Welcome to your June soul session. I am Marlo. If you're new, and if you're family, welcome back, my friend. If you resonate with this message, don't forget to tickle. I said tickle it, dagnabbit. Tickle my like button and caress subscribe. And make sure you ring my bell and make sure your notifications are set to all. And in the event that you want information on the extended to this particular video, it's in the description box below. You know what I'm saying? That's the new spiel. I hope you like it, Aries. You know, if you do, let me know in the comments. If you don't like it, lie to me. Lie to me in the comments. I give you full permission. So let's go ahead and jump into you guys reading. First card out that we have is the Four of Wands, and I dig it, Aries. It's looking like coming into the month of June, there's a level of security, a little bit of stability going on. If we were to get real mundane with it, there could potentially be a wedding that you guys are attending. And that's interesting because I know there was like an article that said that a lot of people get married in June. Never quite understood that. But anywho, so you guys could be potentially attending someone's wedding in the most mundane sense. It could be a get together. Okay, they're telling me to take the one at the bottom. It could be a get together, a gathering with family. You could have someone that's a family member or a friend. I don't know why these messages are coming out like this. I have no idea. You could have a family member or a friend that's coming in from out of town. I don't ever get those vibes from the Four of Wands. That's so strange. But I mean, those things could be happening for you. It's almost like a person who lives far from you that could be coming to visit. And I mean, in another sense, maybe you go into a family reunion or something. Why that is coming out for you, Aries, I have no idea. Next card that we have, oh, wow. Okay, that would make sense. We have the World in the reverse. That is most certainly my unfinished business card. And it is aligned with fixed signs, that of which would be Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius, if that is relevant for you. But more or less, there's unfinished business. So this unfinished business that we're speaking to, and I don't know, again, why this is going this way, Aries. Those of you who are homeowners, I don't know if there's some kind of project that you got started, and this is really specific. I don't know if there's some type of project that you started in your house or on your house or outside of your house, but now would be a good time to get that finished. And I don't know why I'm seeing something with paint and wallpaper or something. So I don't know if you were like redecorating a room or if there's issues with something like, I don't know how you would ever ignore issues with your roof, child. But I don't know if there's something that's like broken on your house. So it's one or two ways I'm seeing this. It's either kind of like a redecorating project, like if you were maybe doing paint swatches on the wall and you couldn't pick a color, so you just kind of left it alone, or if there's like a junk bedroom that you have that you want to like clean out and repurpose for something. And even heavily with that, it just feels something like with the structure of the house, but it's something that you know is a problem and you've been putting it off. Now would be the perfect time to do that, whether that's a redecoration type of thing, or this is literally something structurally with your house. Like, I don't know if it's like, I don't necessarily say plumbing because I feel it's like the actual house. I don't know why I'm getting messages like this for you, Aries. If it's like a fence or something, like if there's like, you know, like if the lock on your fence is broken, that's something that you would want to take care of. Now on the other side with the whole like refurbishing, redecorating type of thing, I think in the month of June, it's just kind of like a fresh wind of energy that's going to hit you guys with like creativity. So if you had issues with picking like wallpaper or like, you know, a paint color or something like that, the energy is in service to that. This is hilarious to me because my readings never come out like this. But I'm freaking giving you like, this is like HGTV right now. You know what I'm saying? So if that's the case, now the other thing that I feel with this, bringing it back into people things with this World in the reverse, I feel if this is like a wedding or, I mean, it's past graduation time. I don't think anyone's still graduating in June, but if it's like, you know, a family reunion or something along those lines, I feel that this is going to end up being an opportunity to finish some business, because whether it's like a cousin, auntie, grandma, you know, if it's a wedding and it's like an ex, somebody that you used to date or somebody that you're not friends with, I do get this vibe that in the month of June, you're going to end up at an event where there's gonna be someone there you stop speaking to, or it was just kind of some weird kind of break where there really wasn't closure between the two of you. But going to this event is gonna going to this event is going to be an opportunity offered to you guys to close. So sorry to interrupt you guys while you're listening to the show, but I wanted to tell you guys about our new partnership with BetterHelp. If you haven't heard of them, it's an online resource in which you can find your very own friendly local neighborhood therapist, no matter where you are in the world. You sign up, and within 24 hours, they match you with a therapist that's right for you. And you can talk to your counselor every week via phone or video chat. You can also text them between sessions. If you or someone you know has been considering therapy, get started today with BetterHelp. Now let's get back to the show. Close this cycle, because even though, because I don't really feel like this, it's not somebody where, like, I mean, you know, like a horrible ex or something like that. But I do feel that whoever this person is, whether it's romantic or this is a friend or it's a family member, you may not admit this to yourself or you may not be aware of it, but it's like, however this happened between you and this person, it is still affecting you. And I feel it's affecting you not in a conscious sense to where it's like you're holding anger and resentment towards this person and thinking about him every day. It's not that. It's just kind of how this happened. It kind of changed your perspective or your approach to how you deal with people. And it would be like to like. It's like how you deal with your cousins now, or how you deal with people you date now, or how you deal with your friendships now, all stems back to this person. And I feel the two of you guys being in the same place is for the specific reason for there to be some sort of reconciliation, but not in the sense that, you know, unless you want this person back in your life, it's not necessarily saying that you guys have to be like boon coon aces. Like after this, it's almost like a conversation needs to be had. And I almost feel, and I mean, it's weird with me saying this, maybe you're just going to forget, because my guides are showing me like you'd be caught off guard. So it's kind of like, because I'm seeing somebody, it's a girl that I'm seeing. And I mean, not necessarily saying that it is a girl, but I mean, this is the picture in my head that they're showing me. It's like a girl with a dress on. It's a cute little dress, girl. It's like, it's satin or like sateen. It's like a T-length dress. So it's like right above the knee. It's an A-line. Because girl, if y'all didn't know, I love me some fashion bags. So I'm just saying, and at home, it's a cute little dress. It's like a light kind of pastel color. It's V-neck, sleeveless, but it's not like, you know, a skinny strap. It's, you know, kind of like it's a V-neck, but it not even quite a cap sleeve. It's literally sleeveless. It's sateen or satin, maybe silk, girl, if you fancy, but it's a deep V. And, you know, it's nipped in at your waist, and then it goes into like an A-line, but it's T-length. So it comes to like right above your knee. And I'm seeing this person like outside. And I don't know if this is like a wedding. It could be a wedding. I don't see a bride. It could be a wedding or like a cocktail party. So it may potentially be like, you know, like a day party or maybe like after 5-ish kind of event, but it's like real swanky looking, outdoors, seeing grass. There's like some little gazebo type of thing going on in the background. And the woman I'm seeing, she's holding like a glass. And is that a Cosmo? Child, look, I don't know what is happening with your reading, Aries. It's not wine, but I can't necessarily say it's a Cosmo, but it's in like a martini glass, right? And she's like holding the glass and she's like standing by herself and she's just kind of like looking around and just seeing the people taking in the sights, you know, smiling, nodding. And then as she's like panning across, you know, this whole little party, she sees a person, and the person that I'm seeing, I cannot tell who. All right, sorry. I thought I was going to see him. I cannot see who it is, but I'm seeing the person. And when she sees the person, it's like a jolt of, not necessarily panic, but it's like shock. Cause it's like, oh shit, that's such and such, you know what I mean? And that's all that they're showing me. So it's like them showing me that you're going to be caught off guard, but it's not something where it's like trauma response or like panicking, like, oh my gosh, it's like my psycho crazy ex. Like, it's not that. is just not expecting that person to be there. And why I think this is funny, because I was like, they got me telling you all this, child, and you're supposed to be shocked. And I'm like, how they gonna be shocked if I'm telling them, you know? But maybe you might totally forget that I said this, you know? Or you might not see this until after the fact. But whatever the case, it's almost like the stars aligning. And don't get me wrong, I haven't turned over the cards yet, but what I'm feeling at present, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you and this person seeing each other, for those of you that resonate with this particular message, that know that y'all got an event to attend in the month of June, but it's not saying that you meeting this person is intended for you guys to like rekindle, reconcile, or whatever, unless you want to. But I do feel that there's a conversation that needs to be had because of this unfinished business, because whoever this person is to you, it's what happened between you guys that you don't have closure on. Like, you don't really understand why things ended the way they did or why they did what they did. But I feel having that conversation is going to be a great deal of closure for you. That's going to help you wrap up this particular karmic cycle and move forward. So that's an interesting little message. I'm liking the energy today. Okay, moving right along. Next card that we have is the Judgment in the reverse. And that makes perfect sense to me, because the whole thing is, Aries, you guys are like, and I mean, just like everybody else in the collective, you guys are on a trajectory towards your future. You know what I mean? So there's something energetically, and what it is specifically is joy. It's like you're aligning with joy. You guys are, you know, hopping timelines and things, ascending to another state of being and whatnot, or whatever. But I feel it's, once again, it has something to do with this. And now my guides are telling me, Aries, what is happening with y'all energy? Y'all got me feeling like I'm in Pisces energy with all these just channel messages with my guys that just are chatting and talking. Anywho, but because I'm looking back at the Four of Wands, and it's like they're telling me something with this, with the literal thing that I'm seeing on this card. Like with some of you guys, this has something to do with your mom. You know what I'm saying? It's like almost like it's not necessarily like those of you, because I mean, it's possible that you could be distant from your mom or not really having conversations with her, because I feel if this is referring to you guys who have like a distant kind of relationship with your mom, like meaning that you created the distance, like you said, a boundary on some stuff. Because the vibe I'm picking up with this, it would be like a mom who says things that are like kind of crass, or it's something that your mom said past tense. But once again, this isn't something that Aries would be initiating. Like, I feel it's almost like divine intervention. Like, this could be like something your mom said about your weight or your body type when you were like a kid. And that's something you've harbored with yourself all of this time. But it's almost like, I don't know, you're at a family reunion, your mom gets a little saucy, you know, knocks too many of them back. And then she's like, you remember that time when you were 8 and you put the dress on and I made that comment? That was really shitty of me. You know what I'm saying? I feel that kind of vibe too, because it feels something like with body issues, but that's still like in that whole vein of something that a person did that's holding you back. But I feel, again, going back to that scenario I was saying with the person that you guys would speak to, that's how it's affecting you. It's like, it's altered how it is that you've seen yourself. But I feel up to this point, Aries has never really seen it that way. And it's like, it's something that you wouldn't even notice. But the reason why this is coming up in the month of June is because whatever, you know, this mindset is, this perspective, this belief, whatever the case, it's something that's been having you operate in an energy signature that isn't unique to you. So it's kind of like altering your energy signature a bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel necessarily anything drastic, but it's altered your energy signature. If we come into the mental health perspective of this, like your self-concept, like your sense of personal self-worth and value. Child, I don't know what's going on with my throat. Anywho, but your sense of like personal worth and self-value, that's been affected by this, whether, you know, it's a person, it's your upbringing, whatever. And the whole reason why Spirit is bringing that to the fore this month via this whole divine intervention thing is because there's a call for Aries to wrap up this karmic cycle, to learn the lessons in reference to it, and for you guys to ascend, if you will, to a higher state of being. And that higher state of being is your authentic self, like your greatest joy, your greatest happiness, and you manifesting from that place as opposed to the place you've been manifesting from up to this point. Now, the next three cards we have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. That's a lack thereof of reciprocity. Once again, that's that blocked energy. We have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. And then we have the 10 of the Swands in the reverse, which makes me very freaking happy, my wonderful Aries. So once again, you guys are very much in this same vein that the entire collective is, my beautiful friends, with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. It's a lack thereof of reciprocity. So that's still going back to this past situation or past person. You know what I mean? And I do feel like it's something close to home. It doesn't necessarily mean that, and I mean, child, look, because they're telling me again, we going back to this house stuff. Aries, look, I just need y'all to comment with this because I am flabbergasted. This is me deviating a little bit. I'm gonna get to my point in a second. I just think this is hilarious because you guys' reading has completely deviated. I mean, it's in the same energetic signature for the collective for everyone, but how this daddy has come out, Aries, like I'm just flabbergasted, okay? And y'all got to let me know in the comments because this is so freaking fascinating. But my guys are bringing me back to the house stuff, right? So with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, it's like, those of you Aries who haven't done this whole remodel, revamp thing, or there's stuff in your house that's jacked up that you haven't been paying attention to, with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, it's more or less, and I don't know why they want me to tell you this, but it's like your energy is off kilter in the sense that like you're focusing on the wrong stuff because, and I don't even know why. Maybe if you're trying to start a business or something, I don't know. Maybe if how I said, the junk room, like if you have the junk room and the junk room is supposed to be like an office space, like a home office space. It's like, if you're ever wondering why it is that, you haven't started the stuff with the business, or you haven't started that online store, you haven't recorded a YouTube video yet or whatever, is because, you're laying across, I don't know why I'm all in y'all business. You lay across your bed on your laptop. You know what I'm saying? You're on the sofa on your laptop. You're at the kitchen table on your laptop. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a space energetically where you guys are working or creating now. You don't have a space that's allocated specifically for work or creation. And this is something that I do understand because I've always had a home office, even like with all the offices that I've had in my entire career as a therapist. I always have a home office, and I look at my home office as sacred space. Like that's a place where it's allocated for work. Like I don't chill in here. I don't watch TV in here. Like I'm literally in here to be creative. And because like I have sanctified that space specifically for creation, then when I do that with different rooms in my house, it's like with my bedroom, it's just for sleeping. I do not watch television laying in the bed because that completely throws off your whole like, biorhythm of the fact that, you walk into your den that's meant for watching TV and chilling, But if you're doing that in like a creative space or in a workspace or in your bedroom space, then, your body can't work with you. But I say all of that to say, with this, this is calling out those people with the stuff for your house, because whatever it is that you've been pouring your energy into, it's almost like indebting you. Like, because the vibe I'm getting is like, it's almost you're feeling like there's some sort of block, again, with this Eight of Wands in the reverse. There's some sort of block that you feel is holding you back. And I'm still speaking specifically to the people who are allocating the room, doing stuff for your house and whatnot. It's like you're trying to get somewhere, but you feel blocked and you can't understand why that is. But it's like energetically, the truth of the matter is that you're pouring into something thinking it's going to get you ahead, but it's holding you back because it's like your home base, like whether that's your home office or that's your actual house, you think that's an energy that can be neglected. But even though it sounds hella counterintuitive, if you were to actually do the thing, paint the room, clean out the room, fix your gutters, fix your roof, finish the garden or the tomatoes you were trying to grow in the backyard, like whatever the case, if you actually did that, it would cause things to be balanced out, because it's something about, and I'm saying like, this is for my woke Aries out there, goddamn. because this ain't gonna make sense in 3D, Aries. So here's the deal. If you were to look at it in 3D, you painting a room or planting freaking tomatoes, like if you're trying to pay bills or, you know what I'm saying, bring the kids here and there or finish school or whatever, it seems like something like that makes absolutely no sense. Like, how the fuck is that going to help me do the shit I'm trying to do? You feel what I'm saying? But for my woke Aries out there, you're going to pick up what I'm putting down, because it's something about this energy signature of self-investment. Like, because you take the time to clean the closet, paint the room, put the wallpaper up, plant those tomatoes, it's almost like that's how you reverse this blocked energy, because it's almost like you guys are hitting a brick wall. And then my guides are telling me to tell that everyone should be listening, because this is how this bleeds into all these different scenarios and kind of wraps all of this up. It's like this block energy started well before this event, whether it's the house, the room, whether it's the event, it's the people, whatever. It's like this is coming in as divine intervention to point out that Aries indeed has been pouring into other people or other things more than themselves. It's like it's prioritizing other stuff. For those of you where this is speaking to a comment that your mom made when you were a kid, or that an ex-friend or whatever, like, you know, you got ghosted, whatever the case, it's like that caused your energy to switch from this reciprocity, you know, to this lack thereof. It's like being indebted. It's like when I was saying how your energy signature is off because of this unfinished business, even if you're not consciously aware of it, and why it is like it seems things aren't moving forward, is because this event is going to act almost like a healing salve. Like it's going to be like the antidote, if you will. So it's kind of bringing you full circle to something that affected you, to give you the medicine that's going to put you back in balance, which brings us to this 10 of Swords in the reverse, which is all about healing and recovery. Because the thing that you guys have not realized is, since whatever this is that happened past tense, it's been like, you know, all of these proverbial swords in your back, or in the case of this wonderful deck that I love so much, it's little, you know, pins and a pin cushion. You know what I'm saying? It's like all of this stuff has been overkill for you. But why all of this is happening this month, which puts you guys in that vein of what the whole message was for all of the June soul sessions, which was like vindication, reconciliation. You know what I mean? It's like you guys are in that same vein, right? So all of this stuff that has seemed like a block, it's really just unfinished business. And it's been keeping you almost like in an oppressed sense, if you will, but it's almost like internalizing that lack of reciprocity. It's like what other people did to you, or how you were affected by other people. The thing that Aries didn't realize that was happening. And oh my gosh, child, look, this is so lit. Y'all are like Virgo, where this is coming full circle, because I'm being reminded. And this is when I first moved into my new house, which was in July of 2020. So, and child, I knew I was not recording it here in July. So this probably had to be somewhere around like August, September, October-ish. And I'm literally seeing myself sitting at my desk with the way that I had my office decorated when I first moved here. And it was a soul session I did for you guys where I was talking about heart opening. And I was saying how it is that Aries, like once upon a time, was someone who wore their heart on their sleeve. And it's like the whole thing was getting you to open up and to like trust people and stuff. But I think with this, so go back and watch that reading, child. If I find a link, I'll put it in the description box below this video. You know what I'm saying? But, and if you know which one I'm talking about and you find it, put it in the comments for your fellow Aries brethren and sister. And but anywho, but not really speaking so much to the whole heart opening thing. It's just how your energy signature got distorted by this unfinished business is the fact that you've had forward movement and progress externally, but you've self-neglected. So how I was saying in that reading, I was talking about you cutting yourself off from other people with self-protection, which makes total sense. But you're not realizing that you were cutting yourself off from yourself in the process, which is very much like a Four of Pentacles kind of energy Like when I say, when you close off your heart from other people, you thus close your heart off from yourself, and it affects your crown chakra, because then by default, when your heart chakra is just stagnant as a motherfucker, then you're gonna, cut off your connection with spirit by default, because that's like the chakra that's mixing all the energies and things of the sort. So that's what the whole end goal about all of this is. And that's why the whole message with the people, with the stuff with the house is important, because with all the things that you feel that are important that you're trying to accomplish, you think neglecting yourself or putting things that are important to you on the back burner is okay because you need to handle this. But you don't realize that if you actually planted those tomatoes, painted that wall, put the wallpaper up, cleaned out the closet, child, fixed the gutters, okay, put the freaking, park lights up in the damn driveway, okay? If you did those things, it would shift your energy, right? That would actually fast track you to where it is that you're trying to go. But all in all, this is still beautiful, because the last card you guys have out on YouTube, at least, being the Ten of Swords in the reverse, it's speaking to a recovery that's already destined for you guys. And I mean, even if we look at it in the sense of all of these people, and child, look, that's a word because they just said it. When they say it loud, I'm like, okay, that's it. For the rest of you guys, this is literally speaking to forgiveness, whether that's self-forgiveness or that's forgiveness for this person, because the lack thereof of forgiveness for yourself or of these people who hurt you has really what has been energetically holding you back. And you guys are being set free from that. So I hope and pray that makes sense, my beautiful Aries. And I'm saying, so anyhow, I'm going over to my network, Vimeo, Patreon, YouTube members, all the places that I'm at, to do you guys extended. To play the rest of this, I'll give you a little bit more information and whatnot or whatever. So I hope that this helped you, my beautiful soul. So until the next time, I love your freaking face. And I will see you guys sooner than later, my friends.